Today, she's remembered as a martyr, a military icon, and even a saint. So, as I try to channel her energy, the armor, the courage, the absolute conviction, we are going to dive into who she really was, what made her so powerful, and why her story still resonates over 600 years later. Let's step into 14th century and 15th century France, into the legend of Joan d'Arc.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, clicking, and please subscribe. I wanted to talk about Joan of Arc, but also be her. So I'm gonna try my best to kinda bring her out in an outfit and a hairstyle that could go with her vibes. Maybe if you want to be a Jean for some sort of party or just in case, just for the vibes. We have seen plenty of celebrities in inspiration from Jean and showing themselves with that personification, whether if it's in red carpets, in concerts, many inspiration. So we're gonna talk about who was her, why she was so important to France, and I guess like a feminine icon. Feminine? Is that the word? No. Like a woman icon, I guess. That will be a problem, the long hair. So also, I'm gonna try my best to kind of give the illusion that it's short. Not very sure how we're gonna make that. Okay, you don't worry about that. We'll find out together, okay? Okay. So this is what we are working with. Random shoulder pads that I took out from a vest, not vest, jacket, maybe, that I prefer without the shoulder pads, so I fixed that, and my trustworthy aluminum. This one is gold, I know, but you know, I don't have silver. I don't have anything silver. Socks that are silver, and this chain thingy that's the closest thing to resemble armor. But you know what? We are gonna make it work! So I'm using this shirt as what's gonna go below everything, more to remind of, you know, it gives me those medieval time shirts, even though it's not. It's more bohemian, but we're gonna work with that and then put the aluminum and the thingies on top and just see how it works. I put the bangs down because I think that's usually more the representation we have of her. She's usually shown with bangs. Actually, it's micro bangs, but I don't think I'm gonna do the micro bangs. I think I can fake it. Yeah, we can fake it. Okay, I put it together, the first part. I think the gold is not so intense, so it's fine. Like, it shouldn't really bother too much with the clash of colors. That's what I'm hoping. It's what I'm hoping. I don't know if I should wear the chainmail here, even though she doesn't have that. But I mean, it gives the illusion of more of like a helmet, I think. But I'm not sure. The thing is, if I put it here, I think it gets completely lost with the already gold situation. Like, we are losing it and it's not giving us anything. So I'm not sure it should go there. I do believe it could be here. Like, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Put on the shoulder pads so you give the... How is it gonna be? Like, I'm gonna cover them with the aluminum, and then hopefully it gives that illusion. And then maybe here I'm gonna create other aluminum brands just to kind of make like the shoulder arm situation with her armor. Yeah. Do I have enough aluminum for that? Probably not. First one. Yay! Low effort, just with things in the home. That has always been my modus operandi.
And while I'm working in this armor, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Joan. Joan was born in the 14th century in a small farming village. At this time, France was in chaos. The country had been fighting England in a brutal conflict known as the Hundred Years' War. So, she was a teenager and she said God sent her a message that he was talking through her. So imagine everyone's shock when this teenager told them that. And she was just a country girl, like a peasant. She was no royalty or anything like that. She had no train in combat, and I think some say she couldn't even read. So that's crazy. Today, she is known as Saint Joan d'Arc, a national hero of France, a symbol of courage, faith, and resistance. And historians still debate her story, where her voices divine, psychological, political inspiration shaped by her time, we may never fully know. But what we do know is this. A teenage girl from a farming village stood up in one of the darkest moments in her country's history and made kings listen. Now, for characterization of Joan, I chose the dark-haired representation with the bangs and short hair. And again, we don't have any recordings of her or any images at all. So this is very imagination. Let's see.
Yes, it's breaking, but you know what? We tried, and it served us to tell a little bit about her story and for you to know why it inspires so many artists, people in general. I think she was really, really cool. I think if it were modern times, people will be like, cuckoo, because, you know, or maybe she will be like a cult leader. You know how these people say like God talked to them? Maybe. Nevertheless, she was amazing, honestly. And the reason how she died so violently also speaks about the power she held. England was afraid of her. Her power, her influence was too great. So definitely someone to keep exploring and keep searching about her. I think probably they will do a movie soon because the last one we had is kind of old already, and I do believe she deserves like a cool movie. I'm not sure if it should be historically accurate because I think you can put so much into her story. Like I would love like a fantasy history type, like magic realism. That will be so awesome, and it wouldn't be that far from her listening and getting God words and, you know, blessing and telling her to save France. So yes, thanks so much for watching the video. I know it was so silly and so weird. Believe me, I would have loved to make like a better hair situation. But it works, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of works. I like the piece on top. I think it does give like that medieval knight vibes. Yeah, it's just the hair. Like, honestly, if I had done the micro bangs, I think it would have slayed, but I'm not willing to cut my bangs so short. Was it too silly? Was it too weird? Does it give you ideas to kind of make your probably much better armor? Like, if I had more motivation to do the armor, I think I would have done it better. I think this one turned out better than this one, and I would have made the separations more visible, and also maybe more, and maybe like in the arm too, so we have like a full armor. But I'm not mad at it. I like it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment if you liked it, and we'll see you until the next video. ¡Aviento!